Hey Rajat, how are you doing? Hello everyone, welcome to Android Study Jams.
Hey Akshita, how's it going? And how
It's
is
going
everybody?
nice.
Okay, awesome. So we are here in Android Study Jam. So how do you feel?
Yes. Guys, okay, let's see how many people are watching this stream. We have 50 people watching this stream. It's amazing. That's
Oh, that's
nice.
awesome.
Yes.
Better than
So,
expected.
true. It's great. You all guys are here. So, let's just wait for a few more people to join in meanwhile. And yes, Himanshu, we are all excited to, collaborate and build amazing stuff in the process. So yes, let's get started. And meanwhile, when we are waiting for people, let's just start with the introducing all the collaborations of all the DSC leads here. So
Awesome.
yes, let's get started.
Hello everyone. Sorry, my mic was uh, not turned on. This is Pankaj Gurav, studying in Oxford College of Engineering. So I am here to represent my college, the Oxford College of Engineering. I am here to represent my college for the Android Study Jam program, and I'm looking forward to work with you guys on this program. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, this is Deep Kapadia. I am from Birla Vishwakarma Mahavidyalay. It's situated in Gujarat, and I am Android facilitator at DSC BVM. And this session is gonna be legendary. So stick for a while, guys.
Hello everyone, this is DV Sai Kumar from DSC KLEF. It is located in Vijayawada. Sorry guys, my camera is not working, so I am not in the picture.
Sorry guys, my mic was mute. I got to know right now. I'm really sorry for that. Myself Ritvik Patra and I'm from DSC HMR and it's a great session going on. If you get out of my error and after that I'm really enjoying the session and hope you all will be going through the same one. Thank you.
No worries, Ritwik. That definitely happens, and we all are humans. So, hello everyone. I'm Harsh, DSC lead and the Android facilitator at Triple IT Bhagalpur. We all are excited to have you all here with us for Android study jams. So, give me a minute to share my screen so that we can get started with the learning part of today. And I hope you all are equally excited, just like we all are. Before I start, do introduce all of yourself in the live chat, so we also know from which part of the India you all are joining. So now, welcome to Android Study Jams. So you all must be wondering, what exactly are Android Study Jams? What is it going to be about here at Android Study Jams with the DSC leads? So we all are here around 10 plus DSC leads who have collaborated to get you a learning experience of Android with Kotlin. So these are going to be community organized study groups. We will be organizing various sessions, which will include from speaker sessions to doubt solving sessions, and will help you to build Android apps using online training resources, which will be provided by Google. Now, coming to you, you all may be wondering where to start from, and if this program is for you or is it not for you. So why not? Because this is something which is for everyone here. So no matter if you are a complete beginner or if you are a completely expert, we have something for everyone. So we have two tracks. One is for those who are new to programming, and one is for those who have a prior programming experience. Covering both of these tracks in a little detail. So for new to programming track, this is basically for those who will be starting from the complete scratch and those who don't have any knowledge of any programming knowledge, any programming language. So, but there are some prerequisites. What it requires from you is that you should have a computer literacy, a basic understanding of the commands, and some basic mathematics skills. We will be using the code labs which are provided by Google to learn the Kotlin course, which will start from learning the basics of Kotlin. So it will be like you will be learning introduction to Kotlin and creating your first Android app, which will be a Hello World app. After that, it will be a basic layout, adding buttons to your app, taking inputs from the user, and displaying some list and other. It is going to be a lot of fun, which will include learning and then developing your app. Coming to the prior programming experience, you may be wondering, what if I already know some language? Why do I need to complete that? Therefore, we have one more track, which is for those if you already have a language of any programming language, which is an object oriented like Java or even if you know Kotlin, that is definitely a plus point. You should also be familiar with how to use an IDE, and you should be familiar with GitHub. We will be using the curriculum, which is also on Code Labs, and it will be starting with Kotlin cones. And it will also include, first of all, starting from Kotlin codes. Then you will be building your first app, which will again be a Hello World app. Since we always start from Hello World, be it Java, be it Python, we always start with a Hello World program. So let me know how many of you actually started with your journey with the Hello World program, or you started with some other program. Now, coming to what what are the differences between this track and the previous track. So this track will be more focused, and it will be more it will have more pathways. So it will also include navigation, activity, architecture components, databases, and how to connect your application to the internet, and it will also include some designing components. That was about the prior programming track and new programming track. So let us know in the chat which track are you going to follow. If you are going to do both of the track, if you are going to do the prior programming track, and why. So coming to what all equipment is needed for all of you. Of course, a computer is a must. When you are learning Android, you need to have a computer. There will be some system requirements which you need to have for installing Android Studio. These system requirements you can check from the official website from where you can download Android Studio. These will depend on which operating system you have. And you should also know how to install your Android Studio. You should have a stable internet connection. And having an Android device and a USB cable is a plus point. Though it is not compulsory, it is optional. So that was it from my end. Now we will be in today's session, we will be covering new to programming track in much more detail. We have Akshita with us, who is DSC lead and Android facilitator at DSC DSA TM. She will be taking you through the journey of new to programming track. So thank you everyone and happy learning.
Hello, everyone. Now, Harsh gave such a beautiful introduction to what Android Study Jams is all about and what the course tracks you have and everything in detail and prerequisites you need. So let's now jump to the new programming track and let me give you a brief introduction about what it's all about. So now Android Study Jams in the new to programming track, we'll be covering down. So before we go down to what Android Study Jams all about, let's talk a few about prerequisites you'll need to cover. The very first course, that's the first track, which is the new programming experience. You'll just need basic computer literacy. That's the basic programming language. You guys have worked with web development or HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, anything like that. You guys have done computer programming. That works as well. You've done basic math skills. You need a good computer connection, internet connection as well. Android device is completely optional because in Android Studio, you have this option where you can use an AVD, which is an Android virtual device. So that's completely optional. Now let's move on to hearing a bit from you guys. Why are you guys here today? You guys are here to do what? So let's jump into the comments and see what comments do we get. Yes. Okay, so what goals do you guys have when you guys are here obviously to learn about the new programming experience, but you're here to learn about Kotlin, gain knowledge. Yes, Tushar, that's nice. Yes, to gain knowledge. That's nice. So, what basic to advanced? To learn and explore new things, learn something new. That's interesting. Starting my programming journey. Oh, that's an interesting one. Well, so you guys have certain goals and certain reasons to be here, right? Now, you guys would have a strategic plan or something laid down for you guys that you a step-by procedure to achieve them in this process. So, do you guys have a certain strategy already laid down for you guys, or what? To know any and everything. Interesting. To enhance your skills, to create useful applications. Oh, Abhishek, you're using your time very effectively. Like you're being really productive. Let me tell you that. You're here today. It means a lot to all of us. So you guys have some strategy you guys will be following, right? So even here on this Android Study Jam session, we'll be having a certain strategy you guys will be following to complete your Android programming journey from basic to advanced to create wonderful apps. Absolutely, you won't be let down by this course. We have ourselves tried the course and we all just felt it was amazing. And why Kotlin is the official programming language, you would know now. Want to be a pen tester? Nice. Okay, so let's move on to the learning objectives. What we'll be covering in this course? So in this, the neuroprogramming track, you'll be building your very first application. Not only one, you'll be building about 2 applications, and then you'll also learn how to set up Android Studio on your computer. It's a step-by procedure given out. The documentation is pretty well written, and the basics of Kotlin, the programming language, you'll be doing Android development on and discovering new resources to continue your learning further on and advance your skills in this field. So when you open the very first link of Android Basics to Kotlin course, the Unit 1 consists of 4 tracks. So the 4 tracks each have 4 activities to 6 activities. And these activities consist of video explanations, code labs, and also quizzes to test the knowledge you know beforehand. So you know where you're lacking in the certain track itself. So this is the pathway I just told you about. You have video explanation and code labs. You'll be having a code lab hands-on session as well. We'll be showing you that as well, how to go step by step. Everything will be told to you over the session. Yes, so what happens in the quiz? When you take this quiz, you do realize, okay, so this is the concept that I lack my knowledge in. And you can go back, visit the videos, read the documentation, and there are extra courses given at the end of every code lab. There are extra links given down to refer and documentation links. You can refer and continue learning and learn more about the certain topic you're interested in. You want to know more about the vocabulary of Kotlin? You can do that as well. The very interesting part of this entire thing is you get to earn badges after every application you've published. And the very first application, you earn a badge. You download Android Studio, you have a badge. You have a badge, you earn badges for everything. So now you know when you download Android Studio, you know how to download and install Android Studio on any device. You know the step-by-step procedure and how to completely run it out. And earning badges, and you can show them off on your developer profile. So this is how your developer profile look like, and where you can show off your badges. You can add a developer profile anywhere you want. You can add these badges on your LinkedIn, and you can put a screenshot down on your LinkedIn as a post once you're done with this entire course. So now we have a concept overview now we'll have Harsh come in, and he'll be giving you down so Deep is here. So Deep, over to you.
Thank you, Akshita. Hello guys, this is Deep Kapadia. I'm Android facilitator at BVM, DSC BVM. So you must be thinking why we use Kotlin. Like Java is the most used programming language in the world for Android. So why Kotlin? So I'm going to talk about it. So Kotlin, via Kotlin, we can be more productive. So Kotlin has less code, has a less runtime, etc. So Kotlin is a statically typed language used for virtual machines, JVM, and JavaScript. the Kotlin project was born out of aspiration, heightened productivity. Kotlin is, and you must know this, Kotlin is supported by Google. This is the official platform for Android development, and it was released in 2016. And Android Studio 3.0 will support it, and newer versions too. So it's a general purpose language. So Java, it has a Java interoperability. So like, what is interoperability? Is anyone know what is interoperability? Comment, guys, comment. Guys, anyone? Like, interoperability is like, we write something in Kotlin, so we can definitely move to Java or JavaScript. That is interoperability. So that's why Kotlin comes in the picture. It is the best language to learn Android. So now I'm going to talk about parameters to compare Kotlin and Java. So I'm not going to talk only advantages of Kotlin. There are some disadvantages too. So I'm going to talk about it right now. So first parameter is compilation time. So Kotlin is little bit slower because it is not platform independent. Java is. Second is null safety. You know, null safety is $1 billion mistake. So before Kotlin, everyone has to make their own code for null safety. So what is null safety? When we use parameter, and in example, when we use asynchronous programming, if we did not get package from website, so our variable will get null. So it will definitely ruin our website. So we have to make a new code for that. So that will require some more resources. But Kotlin is not like that. So they have predefined null safety functions. So why question mark and dot, we can use null safety in Kotlin. Development speed. So like, Kotlin is very fast and we have to write less code. In Java, we have to write many codes, like many lines repeat itself. So, and Lambda function. Do you guys know what is Lambda functions? Is anyone coming from Python must know this? Like, comment. I'm reading the comment, guys. Comment. Lambda function you should know. Like Python, it is known from Python and many other languages. Anyone, guys? Okay, so somebody said no. Okay, so Lambda function is basically an anonymous function that can be treated as a values, like objects. So we can use it as an argument, as a values, like we do with the objects. So Lambda function is very useful, and you will definitely learn about it in your courses for sure. And Java does not support Lambda functions. Community support. Java has a huge community support, but that's a disadvantage, guys. Like Kotlin has limited, but still you can be a community. Like, you can put your questions, you can write your answers. Like, it's a very small community, so you can have a chance to express yourself. But Java, it is very big. So yeah, make yourself count there. So what we learned, Kotlin is interoperable. So concise. Kotlin is a concise. That is basically means it has a less code. Easy learning curve. So like, if you are coming from Java, Kotlin is very easy for you. You can definitely run that. And in prior to programming language, you will learn about it, and Kotlin cones will help you. So now let's talk about Kotlin Playground. So what is Kotlin Playground? It is made by JetBrains. It is the company which makes IntelliJ IDEA, Android Studio. So these are the main things for Android development. So here in Kotlin Playground, we can compile, share, and edit the code. And there is also API version available, so that we can put this in our website too and make our website a compiler. So Android Studio. Now we are coming to our most important segment. It is an official tool for Android apps, and another software is also there called IntelliJ. Even There we can make Android apps too, but Android Studio is most popular one. So I'm going to tell you about features. Visual layout editor, like most complex layout, constant layout will be solved easily in visual layout editor. That's a feature given by Android Studio. APK analyzer, like sometimes our app will get too much MBs. So via APK analyzer, our APK will be small. So it will be more useful and efficient. Fast emulator. So guys, caution, do not use emulator in your Android Studio if you don't have a great processor and RAM. Otherwise your PC will hang. So it's my opinion. Please use it in your mobile phone and compile it in your mobile. Intelligent code editor. So like when you are writing something, when you are writing in .xml file, Android Studio will give you hint what you are going to write. Android Studio will know what you are going to write in the .xml file. Flexible build system, like it is getting updated every day. Like in last week it got 2 updates, 4.2 and 4.3 version. Real-time profilers. So Android Studio will always take a less time to compile compared to IntelliJ IDE. Android emulator. Like I said earlier, do not use emulator unless you have a great PC that has a great processor and RAM. So please take note of this. I know guys, this is a boring section, but yeah, trust me, last section is gonna be a legendary. User interface. Now let's move to our final pathway. So like if you're gonna see in Kotlin documents, you are gonna see layout types of notification overview, control panel UI, designing effective navigation, site between fragments, pop-up messages, menus, search overview, copy paste, drag and drop, and etc. will be always there for you. You can use it. You can use it anytime. It's a great docs. You must refer it once for sure. So like in layouts, there is a one thing, view group. So view group can be a subgroup of another view group. So view group has a 2 types of subgroups, view group and only view. So let's talk about example. A linear layout is view group, and it has a subclasses called text view, image view, and button. So these all 3 are view. And let's talk about XML. So .xml file is like, if you are coming from HTML, it will be easy to understand. In this, we have to mention our layout and subclasses, and we have to mention their height, width, and etc. And we just have to call it in our .activity file, activity.kt file. So it will be easy, guys. You must know. And if you are done with Hello World already, you already know what is .xml file, what is main activity file, etc. So let's talk about popular layouts. Linear layouts. In linear layouts, there are column of widgets in linear layouts. And what is relative layout? Like a left child is left to a right child, and it is above some another child. That is a relative, and that means it is related to some another children. Another one is web view. So web view is like if you have a mobile friendly website, you can definitely do that by yourself. So you just have to put your website there, and it will convert it into a website. So an adapter. So you must be knowing an adapter. So there is an adapter layout too, that is called list view and grid view. So in list there is a row wise, and it is in grid view it is a column wise. So let's talk about layout. So as you can see here, green shows layouts. Like you know from HTML, it shows as a container. HTML we call it as a class container. And view for. And if you know, there is a column, row, and etc. classes we will make in HTML. So this view is this view is called that function too. Let's try to connect it with our HTML. So that's the basic one and everyone knows about it. So, and last one is our view. I already told you it is a subclasses of view group. So what is text view? In this we write it will output the string. Image view, it will output the image, and in send button it will redirect to your image. It will change the state, and it will change the state, or it will redirect to a website, etc. will be done in send button. So text view and image view does not have a mouse listener. What is mouse listener? First of all, like if we move our mouse to text view, it won't happen. It does not mean anything. In image view, same thing. But in button, if we press send, so how app gonna know that you press the mouse? So that is a mouse listener we use in button. You will know, don't worry, you will know it for sure after completing a prior or a new programming language course. So I hope I didn't bore you much. So my friend DSC from DSC KLF, Sai Kumar will go ahead. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is DV Sakumar presenting on behalf of DSC KLF. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, guys, is my screen visible? Okay, in this session, I will be guiding you to the Kotlin basics for Android. So let's get started. So as said before, in this there will be 2 units. So unit 1, Kotlin basics for Android, and in this unit there will be 3 pathways, 1 through 3. So there will be 4 pathways all alone. For implementing path 4, we need to complete the first 3. So it is a compulsion to complete the first 3 pathways, so we get an idea on how to implement the path 4. So it is difficult to implement, slightly difficult to implement. So we are going to navigate to this website where we are going to practice and execute all the codes. So this link will be provided in the comment box, so you can go through it. Sorry guys, my bad. Sorry. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Sorry. Okay. There will be 2 tracks, new to programming and prior programming experience. In this session, we are going to discuss about a new to programming track. So in this, there are 2 units, Kotlin basics for Android and layouts. So in this session, we will be going through the Kotlin basics for Android. Okay. Before the starting is unit, when you sign into your account, you will get a free badge. Okay, now we'll sign into our account. Okay. So in this unit 1, there are 4 pathways, as I said before. Now we'll be going to through introduction to Kotlin. So in this again, there will be 4 tracks, 2 videos and 2 code labs. Code labs is nothing but where you can, it is a reference, you can use it to execute or study or it's yourself. So in this, these 2 videos are optional, so you can go through it or leave it aside. In this main one is code labs. So in this first code lab, we will be discussing about your first program in Kotlin. So we'll go to code labs. So in this code lab, what we will learn? We will learn about how to create, understand, and run a basic Kotlin program, and which displays a hello world message. So here is a code editor as said by Deep. It is developed by IntelliJ. So here you can try your basic codes. Not a app. Here you can just execute a basic code. So here this is a basic hello world code. So when we execute it, we'll get an output hello world. So in this when we divide it into parts, here fun is nothing but a function, and main is nothing but a starting of a program. Without main function, the program won't run. There should be at least one main function in each program. So here you can pass arguments like string args, and you can pass any string like your name or any other number. And println, there are two types of print statement. One is println, so I'll write here. One is println and one is print. So what is a difference between both of them? So println is nothing but it print text in the next line. So I'll show you. Println. We come to study just so okay. Oh, sorry. There is no arguments, right? So here when we print, it will the next first hello world will be printed, and next on the next side of hello world it will print welcome to study jams. So let's see the out. See guys, this is difference between println and print statement. Next we will make a slide in the program. See, equals to 4. No need of here. It is not compulsion in Kotlin. So value equals store. So we'll print age. So what will be the output? Anyone comment in the below? Anyone comment, guys? So okay, what will be the output, guys? Okay, I'm not audible. Now is it okay? Okay, this is the output for welcome to study jams. Yes, it's correct. But when you print when you print 4, it will not print because print statement is used only to print a text line. It's not text, it's just a number, so we'll get an error. So let's see. Wait. Okay. So guys, so okay, it can print numbers. Now we'll get an error here because it prints only a string. No, it's not a string, it is saying unresolved reference Jancy. So we can see here error. It is print statement. It can only print strings. So when we add double quotes, our code runs again. So here it is not error. Here it's saying that we have assigned a variable, but it is never used in our program, so we can comment it. So okay, now we get the output. So we'll go. As I said before, it is a parts. So in what's fun means, fun is a function which stands for function. Without function we can't write a program. In the code here, main, it is like starting of a program. At least one main function should be there in the program. Now we'll change main and keep like high. So it says no main method found in project. See guys, no main method found in project. So when there is no main function in the code, it will not run. So we'll run it again. At least one main method is required to run the program. So this is a code lab where you can refer. This is just a basic Kotlin program, and this is a one code lab. By completing this one code lab, and there will be a quiz. You have to take a quiz in this path. So when you refer to the code lab, you will get an idea about this all. So what is a program? It is a specific task or a tool that helps you write Kotlin code, or a series of instructions that a computer system execute to accomplish some action. It defines set of instructions that tells your computer to print hello world, hello happy birthday. Sorry. So comment in the below, guys. What is a program? So program is nothing but a series of instructions. So this we can attempt many times this quiz. There is no limitation. After completing this quiz, this pathway will be completed. So you will get a badge, and you can add your badge into your. You can add your badge to your developer profile, where you can showcase your badges. Have any question, guys? Just ask in the comments. There are our friends to answer. So it is same as all pathways. Just there will be a videos and code labs. Just you need to complete them, and so there will be 4 badges for 4 pathways. When you complete one pathway, you will be awarded with one badge. So you need to create a developer profile where you can showcase your badges. So sign in to create a developer profile. What we have to learn Kotlin by watching videos. Krish Mehta. You don't have to learn Kotlin by watching videos. Okay, you can watch videos and go through the documentation, as I said before, in the code labs. So you can you can get the idea how to. Your account is currently not eligible. Okay, as I have not completed any pathways, I am not eligible. If I earn one badge, I am eligible to create a developer profile. And this is a second pathway where will you create a basic Android app. So in this you have to download a software and our IDE, which is provided by IntelliJ. It is called Android Studio. There is a documentation for this too, where you can prefer to it to how to download and what are the system requirements for developing an Android app. Now in this you will run first Android app. So let's see what's this. So open select tab. Okay. Okay, in this you will create a first Android app using templates. So this is a sample welcome window of Android Studio where you need to create a new project, and this is called activities where you can select various activities. Well, as we are in this session we are discussing about basic Kotlin Android. We will prefer to empty activity. So in this we will create a birthday app. Okay, I'll show you I'll show you output. In the next classes, in the next session we will execute it and we'll code it on live and we'll execute it. For now, I am showing you how it looks when you run an app. Give me a minute. Is it visible, guys? This is an app which I refer through the code labs present here and build it. So this is the birthday app. In this there are three views. One is text view and one is image view. This is called one. See here, this is called one view. This is text view and this is called an image view. This is called now, as I said, this is okay. In this is a layout. As Deep said, in this we will be using constraint layout where okay, I'll show you. So this is a design we will implement in the next session. So this is a layout. See, this is layout. This is called constraint layout. There are different layouts. There are linear layout and frame layout, table layout, but we'll use constraint layout. And this is a text view. So in this constraint layout, you should constraint all the views. Otherwise, when you run it, it will jumble to all over the screen. You should at least constrain two of them, so it don't get jumbled. Next pathway is add a button to an Android app. So this is very interesting pathway. In this we will be creating a dice roller app where my wait a minute, guys. Where my friend will be discussing about it. Sorry for the language. I am bit unofficial. Thank you.
Hey guys, am I audible? Okay. Hey guys, this is I'm Rajat from DSC KSSEM. I am one of the Android facilitators. So let me just get started off. All right. So in this pathway, so as my friend Sai, he went through pathways 1 through 3. So what I'm going to be doing is going from completing the pathway 4. So apparently this seems to be the most interesting pathway because here you'll learn, so this is how the app is going to look. So here you'll learn what are the contents you have to put inside an app so that you can make it interactive with a button and every time you click on the roll button, the dice will roll, or so it does. So let's just get started and see how this works. So here we have something called activity. By the term itself, does anybody understand what it could mean in a general sense? The term activity. I think it's sort of very intuitive, I think it should make some sense in terms of making an Android app. So basically, as we can see here, an activity provides the window in which the app draws its UI. Okay, so what it essentially means is very simple. So obviously, when you're sort of doing some activity, so you would have some way of achieving that activity, correct? So that is exactly what it is. What activity means here. So basically, how I can draw a UI on the screen. So what is UI again? UI is user interface, right? So how the user interface should look based on what screen the person is, correct? So, and based on what activity he or she is doing, how should the the UI be changed with respect to the activity the person is doing. I hope that makes sense. On a broader perspective, that is what it means. All right, next. So to basically understand doing this DICE app, we have to have some amount of knowledge on classes and objects. So in coding or in programming perspective, in a programming paradigm, the word object-oriented programming is the basic thing which you guys have to know. Do you guys have any idea about that? Drop it in the comment section below. What does OOP or object-oriented program mean, or even objects and classes? Come on, guys. Okay, and first off, I would want to really congratulate all the people, all the viewers here. You guys could have been doing something else, maybe play Counter-Strike, CSGO. I actually play CSGO, but you guys could have been doing so many other things, but you guys decided to show up here and wanted to learn something. So it's awesome. Pat yourself on the back for that. But yeah, anyway, so what you guys, okay, I can see yes, but in CPP, yeah, okay. I mean, in a general perspective, I'm asking, not exactly in a particular programming language, just any other language where you know the term, object-oriented programming. Okay, awesome. By the looks of it, I think you guys have some sort of understanding. Okay, but anyway, it's my job to give you the intuition. So let me get started off by telling what is a class. So in a general term, you guys all go to a class, correct? Attending your class, you guys all go to a class, right? So what is inside a class? Students and teachers, right? So each student, so each student has his or own way of doing things in the class, right? Maybe you're given a mathematics question to solve, so not everybody will solve it the same way unless they are told to, correct? So that is what I'm trying to say. So a class is a set of different individuals where these different individuals have their own attributes, their own way of doing things. I hope I make some sense. So when we try to take that knowledge and put it here, okay, this is going somewhere else. CSGO, Valorant. Okay, guys, we are not really debating which is better. So let's get back to the topic. Okay, awesome. So like I was saying, when we take that intuition and put it in terms of programming paradigm, what we get is classes and objects. So a class is a broader perspective of what you want to achieve with the help of objects. So in class, you can have many objects, right? Which will be, achieving some particular task. So maybe let's say I have a class of dog. But dog is a very general class, right? Dog can be, German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, or whatever you name, Labrador, right? So each of these, different types of dogs becomes an object of that class. I hope I'm trying to make some sense. All right. So that is what a class and an object is. So a class is a bigger perspective, an object is very narrowed down to achieve some specific task. All right, so let's get started. So like my friend has already done the pathway 1, 2 and 3. I'd just go ahead and show the pathway 4. So I've already kept it open for you guys. By the way, you can just come and so this is the pathway 4, and don't worry about how much I've completed. It is just showing multiple times this has happened. So anyway, if I go on the pathway 4, here is where it sort of shows us what we'll be learning in each in this particular pathway, correct? So we have classes and objects, which I just spoke about. Create an interactive dice roller app. So this is very interesting. I'll be showing how the app works and running it on for you guys in the live. And add additional behavior in Kotlin, add images to the dice roller app, and what you can build with these basics. So all right, now let's just go ahead and take a look at what is really there here. All right, before you begin, so this is how it is going to look, so that you guys get an intuition and know what you're up to, right? So when you want to do something, you should know what the end goal is. So that is what it's showing here. I don't want to take too much time. I think you guys can just go ahead and figure this out. You guys are all smart geniuses. So I don't have to, go through everything. But yeah, this is essentially what you'll be learning. Roll random numbers. So when you're throwing a dice, is the output of the dice, known to us, or is it randomly, is it random? Anybody would say it is random, correct? So when you're, rolling a dice, the output of that outcome is highly random and we cannot predict it. Although we could say there is 1/6 of a chance of getting any particular number, but it's still an ambiguity state, right? So that is what we'll be learning here, the basic intuition. Roll random numbers, create a dice class. Like I said, dice is a bigger class, and what you want to do with the dice class is going to show. So this is the first phase of the dice, second phase, third phase, and so on and so forth, right? So the dice has how many phases? 6 phases. So this is sort of very interesting, and you guys can, if you really put in the time, you guys can really get through this. So this gives you a very good intuition, and this sort of sets you up for what you can go ahead and do in the future, correct? So this is not where you're going to be stopping yourself just by doing some dice app. So no, that is not what we are trying to achieve, but this is just going to set you up for the bigger picture. All right, then return your dice rolls value. So when you sort of roll the dice, what value are you expecting? So it is a random number between 1 to 6. So, and then return that random number. So all of this is given a very, in a very intuitive text, so that if you read, I think anybody must be able to understand. Although you guys can always come back to us and ask your DSCs. So, that is what we are going to be doing here. I don't want to take too much time, but yeah, so that is what we are going to be doing here. And I'd also want to like to show how the app works, in the end. All right, so this is the code for the app. So it is very much, it's pretty short and sweet. So let me just go through this code. All right, so we are creating a main activity. I'll go through the main aspect of this code, right? The main logic. So we are creating a view that is a button. So like my friend already said, we have different types of views and view groups. So which is built on top of a layout. So I can say a layout see this entire screen, right, is a layout, on top of which we have the text widget, or the text, text layout, or the text view, the image view, the button view. So all of these are built on top of layouts. So you could think of layout is basically like a container, and on top of which you keep on adding views, and multiple views together is called as view group. So that is the very basic sense what it could mean. So you guys will be learning all of this when you guys actually go through this. But anyway, so all right, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create the class dice and say that the dice has 6 phases, and then I'm going to say roll the dice. Okay, So when I roll the dice, what is it going to do? It is going to come to that function, and then when it fun stands for function, right? So it is going to roll from 1 to the number of sides. So what is the number of sides here? We have given 6. So yeah, so it is going to get that number and make a random. It is going to return a random output of it, and then whichever the value is, it is going to draw that image. So basically, all of this is the image. So dice 1, dice 2, you can see this is dice 1, dice 2, dice 3. So based on what dice we get or the number we get, we are just going to draw that image on the screen. And every time we press the button, we are going to do this. That's pretty much, that is the basic intuition. All right, so we have 6 faces, and we have 6 options for it. So when the dice is 1, it is going to put this picture. When the dice is 5, so on and so forth. I hope it makes some sense. All right, so this is pretty much there is. Let me just go ahead and run this on. I'm not running any any emulator. I'm running it on my own device. I will show it to you guys. All right. Yeah, it said it is run. So just a minute. All right. So this is my phone, guys. So you can see. Let me just, what happened to that? All right, cool. So this is how the app is going to look. So when I click on this roll button, so it is going to roll the dice. So in essence, what is really happening here, every time I click this roll button, it is going to come to this function, and it is going to give spit out a number from 1 to 6, and based on whatever the number we have as the output, it is just going to draw that image on the screen. So this is pretty much very intuitive and very self-explanatory. If you guys just invest some time, you will understand all of this. So, but that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope I made some sense and could give some valuable content to you guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. So that is the basic, basic thing. All right. And then coming back to the slides. So yeah, like I already spoke about, let's play. So there is some game after you actually make this app, you guys can play the game. So I don't think we have the time in the capacity to do that, but anyway, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Any questions, please feel free to drop it on the comment section. And that's pretty much it from me. Thank you, guys.
So, hello everyone, welcome back. Like, I'm basically welcoming myself. So, I hope you all had an amazing experience and you all got to know a lot of things. And you all are excited enough to start with the journey. So, before we go ahead, how many of you actually did made your Google profiles right now while attending this session? Okay, so I can see some questions that prior programming means both Kotlin Cons and Android Kotlin fundamentals. Yes, that is what the prior programming track is. You can check both the tracks on the same website, which was given earlier. Also, I remember someone was asking about the certificate stuff. So to make it clear, there will be certificates for those who complete the track 2, that is prior to programming track. Also, we will be working on creating some projects because building a project is a really important skill. So therefore, once you have learned it, work on building solutions, building projects. The best solutions, the best apps will also be showcased on the Google developers' social media handles. So I hope you all are excited for that as well. And I'm looking forward to see some of your amazing apps on the Google developers' official handles. Also, we have a session planned up tomorrow at the same time with an Android Google developer expert. We will be sending communication about the same. You will be getting to know about it through your DSC leads. So keep a track on your emails and your communication for that. And if there are any questions, mention them in the chat so that we can take it up before wrapping up for today. Okay, Dharmesh has asked that can we complete after 25 January to get the certificate? Okay, so Dharmesh, try to complete before 25th of January itself because the timeline has been designed accordingly. So even if you start now, you can easily complete even both of the tracks by 25th of January. And this is the right time to start. So try to complete it by 25th of Jan. Okay, so I have one question from, C, C++, Java, Python, HTML, CSS, JS. What to study first? Okay, I understand that given that the dependency of technologies, it can get confusing on which language to start from. So start from any languages, start from one, but deep dive into it, explore it all around it, build some projects for it. Coming to to be honest, like HTML, CSS, JS, these are something different from those which you have mentioned. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used for web development, and you can start with that as well. For Java and C++ is basically used for something which is like for competitive programming and those stuff, and which actually becomes compulsory. So you have to do multiple things. So in case you are in first or second year, we recommend you to explore as much as you can, so that by the end of your first or second year, you know which path you have to actually follow. So I hope I have answered you. I hope I have answered all of the questions that were asked. If there's anything else, do mention. Okay, so Prem, for this Android champs, you definitely need to learn Kotlin. So you can, and Kotlin is a good way to start. So you can start with Kotlin, and alongside, if you want to, you can do any other thing as well. Okay. Okay, awesome. So I guess there are no other questions. So how many of you are going to be there in tomorrow's session as well and are looking forward to it? We will be having a hands-on session. So I hope you all are going to start from today itself. Get yourself registered on the Google Developers profile, create your profile, grab your first batch, and start with your learning. So thank you so much everyone for joining in. Have a good day, keep learning, and build some awesome applications. Bye everyone.